fairly. She raised a number of issues, even regarding the composition of the committee. She actually cited Justice Puamang in there. Even the venue for the hearings, she thinks, is deliberately to intimidate her and a host of others. Now she's in court fighting for her rights, and then the Attorney General is countering, saying, your thoughts?
Okay. I have heard a number of legal minds speak on some of the things that she's done, the press conference, and what she's seeking to do. And to the point that, one, it wasn't proper for her to come public, which violates Article 146. But the other one was that if she was aggrieved, she just simply needed to go to court, which she has now done. She didn't need to come public. She simply needed to go to court, which I agree with. But I think that the public engagement didn't help her.
Really?
No, I don't think it's helped her. Because, you see, she made reference to Edu Lodge in that press conference.
Yeah.
And subsequently, people have gone to read the SIB report and quoted that, look, what you are saying has no basis. Because the reference to Edu Lodge in that document happened only in October, way after the murder of the judges.
Yes. Yes.
Which took place in June. And the allegation that Chachu Chikata met someone there was not even in the lodge itself. It was in front of the lodge, on the streets.
Yeah.
So why seek to put out such a statement? So I think that those who held there or put that thing into the press release didn't help her cause. Because you are a chief justice for that matter. You should know better. You have been at the practicing law for all these years. So I think that some of those things didn't help her. Now again, she makes complaints about Justice Puamang, which for me seems fair. But the question we ask again, as professionals in this country, is that a similar thing happened to Chachu Chikata.
Right.
When Justice Afre sat also on the Fast Track High Court, Chachu challenged the constitutionality of the Fast Track High Court.
Yeah.
And Justice Afre was empaneled to sit on the Supreme Court panel that ruled on that matter. Is that not a similar case that is happening here? Where was she and where was the Ghana Bar Association? What did they say about it? So for me, it's for us to develop as a country, professionals and professional associations need to be consistent with statements. We need to uphold the professional integrity and not turn when it suits us or when. And the over-politicization of every single issue in this country, for me, is worrying. Why is it that the government in power takes on a chief justice? Suddenly, the opposition thinks that it is their right to defend the chief justice. So for me, and that is how a lot of things get washed out in this country, and justice is not delivered. Because someone who may have held office is being tried, and suddenly a political party rises and says, no, 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 no. So the over-politicization of issues here doesn't help in the delivery of justice in this country. Because our political parties are too sensitive to the next election. So justice is not being delivered in this country, clearly. I mean, look at the number of corruption cases throughout the Fourth Republic.
Right.
How many have actually been conclusively dealt with? Look at the current arrests that are going on. Look at the previous arrests that went on. How many people have really been prosecuted successfully?
It's the same old story.
The same old story.
The cycle goes round.
The cycle just goes round. So every government comes and then says, let's do this, and then the other party says, no. So for me, justice delivery is being seriously undermined with all the actors that are involved here. Professionals, lawyers, our political parties, and state institutions are not behaving properly. So I think that is a worrying thing for ordinary Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians would have had the privilege that the Chief Justice is having at this moment? Most ordinary Ghanaians, when they are caught or arraigned before the court, have very little defense because everything is about money. So you ask yourself, is justice for the rich? These are the things that worry ordinary Ghanaians. And I think that our political party, if they are really interested in serving the needs of the people of this country, need to look at their conduct seriously, both in government and out of government. And that is what I don't see playing out properly. Because the statements that were made before the NDC itself won political power, lends credence to what the opposition also says, that you are seeking to remove the Chief Justice because you want to pack the courts.
Yeah.
And clearly by the
nomination and
the
appointment of
swearing of seven new justices, it lends credence to what the opposition is also saying. So I think that our conduct in government and our conduct out of government must serve the needs of the people of this country, rather than playing to political parties' interests. Because at the moment, all I see is that political parties are more interested in protecting themselves than developing this country. In the last 30 years, I mean, of multi-party democracy, what has ordinary Ghanaian gained? I keep asking this question. Apart from the political actors who have seemed to have accrued wealth and influence in society, what has the ordinary Ghanaian gained? And these are questions that should worry all of us.
Very well.
So in this matter, clearly, I think that we have not been consistent as professionals, lawyers in this country to defend the case, because Justice Afre's case was a typical example. And now she's also referencing Justice Puaman. So I think that we need to get our acts together and act properly in this country.
Right.